Alright, what is going on everybody? It is Tristan, and today in this video what I got for y'all is I'm going to be going the Air Force One Skeleton Orange, a sneaker that is dropping very soon, and I'm going to be going over how you guys will be able to cop this sneaker, really the best method and resale of this sneaker. Kind of will be going over the other versions of it since this isn't the only one, but we'll just be going over kind of another pair, you know, Halloween sneaker. This is kind of like the Nike, I guess the Halloween shoe for this year, and I guess you just want to call it that. So yeah, that's what we're going to be discussing. It will resell a bit, so we'll be talking about that, and yeah, I hope you guys will enjoy this how to cop. If you want more content like this, please go ahead, subscribe below, drop a like too on this video. Just trying to like 200 likes, that'd be great. And if you also want to, go check my Discord down below. That's just down in the description. We talk and you know, just discuss sneaker drops, resell, how to, you know, run bots, all that. You know, if you just want to go just have like a sneaker community down there, then go check that out, or just Supreme, whatever. You can talk about it there. And yeah, that's everything I gotta say. So I hope you guys will enjoy the video, and let's get into discussing how you guys will be able to cop these off sneakers. Alright, so as you guys can see, of course we are here with the screen recording, and just want to give a quick little shout out to my Instagram. If you want to go give me a follow on either one, I got two down there, my resale one and this one. If you want to go give me a follow on those accounts, I'd appreciate it for real. That go a long way. Road to 6K here and 40K in the YouTube channel, so shout out to everyone. I keep showing love. But yeah, just kind of going over these ones. We got the Air Force One Skeleton Orange dropping right here. So these ones are dropping, as you guys can see, October 28th on sneakers at 10 a.m. Eastern time. It's really, to my knowledge, what I know, it is exclusive to sneakers only. There's no other retailers where these are dropping. It's just a sneakers drop, so that makes stock low and kind of limited for these, which is kind of a good thing and kind of brings resale up for these. Now these are the ones that we're going to profit because the other models, but I personally I was like, these are all right. I didn't even know what they were at first, but kind of like seeing like that they actually are kind of like not too bad. I was kind of a fan of them. I'm more of a fan of some of the other colorways we'll go over in a second, but this one, no exception, is still one that will resell. Now the retail is $130, so a normal pair of Air Forces would be like $100, but these ones are marked up a bit to $130, you know, just because it's like the Halloween edition shoe. But also the fact is that I don't know if they have a picture of it, but the bottom of the sneaker actually like, yeah, glow in the dark right there, so you can kind of see like that part is actually pretty cool of it. And I'm a big fan of actually the whole glow in the dark theme. Now going over all that, you know, aside from the pictures and the look, it is actually really well done. Low-key, I will be going, I'm gonna be going for this one like 100%. I'm just not really too sure if I'd rock it. I just don't think I mean, maybe wear this colorway at least, but you know, it's still like actually like a good pair of Air Force Ones. Like, I'm a fan of these, to say the least. And yeah, we'll just kind of go over them right now in kind of the resale form. But yeah, they are going to resell, and yeah, you can see these are just this is actually an important detail I want to go over real quick, because since we are going to be going over some other colorways, yeah, this is like the third year. So yeah, this is actually like after 2 years of the 2018 Derby, this is like the third colorway of like the whole series. So we'll just kind of go over them. But yeah, the orange one, as you guys can see, is not really like reselling too like crazy right now. I mean, it is reselling pretty like high, but like this is like before the drop, and it is reselling pretty heavy. You can see the average sale price is like $350, and it's pretty good. But I don't want to go over these details yet. While they are kind of important that we do have some going for like over 300 and selling for over 300, almost 400 right now, we still want to go over these other colorways right here. So kind of like, this is the 2018 one, the white colorway right here, size 9.5. I want to really go over this chart, kind of showing you all. So at first, these were really not going for a lot, and I'm not sure what this pair in particular retailed for, probably the same, but you can see it was really only going for like a little profit at first. Now these ones will not be going for like a little profit at first, since the other ones hype this model up, and you can see it doesn't have too many sales, but for the sales that it does have in the last 12 months now, it doesn't have a lot of sales in the last 12 months because it didn't come out in the last 12 months. It came out like 2018, so it doesn't have a ton of dead stock sales right now, to say the least. But for the ones that are dead stock, you can kind of see market is pretty heavy right now. And look at the chart, like these went up a ton, so you can see they're kind of going for a lot right now, what they're selling for, like these sales. So kind of seeing that, and kind of seeing this chart and how much they rose in this colorway. And it's not just this colorway too, in the 2019 edition too, even from last year, size 9.5. You can go check all sizes, you still got the chart rising, and you can see like they came right up from like, look, 170 all the way up to now like 340, 330. So like with these reselling, and you can see it says average sale price is 209, but if you get the right sizes, which I always say to get sizes 8 through 12, those are the ones that will be most desirable for this drop. A size like 9.5, 10.5, those ones are really good. But really just like 8 through 12, those ones kind of like are all the kind of the same in terms of like usually resell. So just, you see the charts, you see how much each colorway goes up, so there's no reason why this one wouldn't go up just as much in the resale market. So with my opinion on that, I think this colorway, but when you see the sales and all that, I personally, you see sales 280, 330 right now. I mean, it's the week before and all that. We still have pairs set to drop. I mean, they are going to be limited, but I think they'll kind of go for like 190, 245 at first. And obviously, if you hold it for like the whole year, then you're going to be having some that go, you know, for like a ton more. You know, probably will actually be going for like 350, 390, like realistically, like, you know what I mean? Like they'll be going for that like consistently and like selling next Halloween pretty much. Pretty much with this shoe, you would just hold it till next Halloween and make like 150 bucks. So, you know, this one is definitely a good investment. You just hold it until the next Halloween season, just keep it dead stock, and yeah, you get a sale like that, no problem for sure, because you know there's people trying to be seasonal with the sneakers and stuff like that, so you already know you can get a sale. So with these two ones charts going up that much, I mean, yeah, there is no reason why this one is not a cop. So yeah, aside from all those details, we'll not actually get into how to cop the sneakers, since that's just kind of all like, you know, the details about like, you know, retail and all that, and how it'll definitely resell. So let's get into the how to cop portion right now. So how you will be able to cop this shoe off the sneakers app, you know, basically you have to set up multiple accounts. This is usually what I do, since I actually hit on the Lucky Greens and Union drops. So people have been asking me what I do, and I got you all. It's not like, because I know people have been able to do this for way harder drops, by the way, and this isn't anything crazy. It isn't like an unknown method. I spit this literally every single video. Just make multiple accounts and get some proxies and VPNs for them, and make those accounts right. So I'm gonna explain how you can do that right now. So make like 2 to 5 sneakers accounts, just like on your different phones you got. So if you have a family, right? I'm assuming you got a family, right? If you're watching this video, maybe you do, maybe you don't, and that's fine. But if you have multiple devices that you have, maybe like at least, I'd say you have to have at least 2 accounts to do this, because obviously I said multiple devices, but 2 to 5 is like kind of like my recommended range, or 2 to 6 accounts. But obviously you can make more too. You just need a phone for each account. So basically, with each phone, depending on how many devices you got, just go download the sneakers app on each one of those phones. And then once you got the sneakers app downloaded on each one of those phones, just go open it in each phone and set up. Once you're setting up a, you know, new account, you basically just sign up for a new account on each phone. And then on each phone that you sign up for on a new account for, just make a different phone number for each one. Obviously, since it's a different phone for each account, you already have the different phone number, so that's easy. And then the different email too, it works like that, you know. And that's just like kind of like the first step with setting up your new account. And then obviously, you know, you'll have to do more steps than that, because, you know, it isn't like that easy to get off sneakers. I'm already notified for this drop, so I don't know why it ain't telling me that I'm notified. Maybe it's because I'm on the computer. But the next thing you have to do is when you're setting up each account, because it will ask you for your address on each account. And kind of what people have been telling me, the best thing to do is add it after the address. So that's what I'm going to recommend here. So basically what you're doing is when you're going into those accounts, so on your first account, right, you're going to type in your address. And then after you type in your address on the first account, just type room 1. So basically your address and then type room 1. And then the second account, type your address and then room 2, and you put it after. People told me also, you know, I've done it before, so you can put it before your address also, but people told me it's best to put it after your address. So basically what you would do is then for the third account, you would type your address and type room 3 after or before the address, and basically then you would do that for each account, so on and so forth. You kind of see what I'm saying. Hopefully I like explained that well enough, you know, because that's like a very important step that you will have to do when setting up, you know, this, if you want to be able to cop the skeleton oranges, you know, right here. Just alter your address correctly. And another thing that you're going to want to do, aside from just altering your address, is you're actually going to want to alter your name too for each account. So when I say alter your name for each account, just maybe add like a different family member name, you know, edit the last name a bit, a few letters, you know. You just want to make it different by each account, make it look like a different person, because if you ain't looking like a different person for each account, then I'm just going to break it to you, you ain't copping, because you know what, they're going to like pick up on that, and they're going to ban your IP. It's like Nike is super tricky with that, and it just kind of leads to having more success, because the more authentic and real you look, the higher chance sneakers will have of letting you through. Because, you know, even with the people that be running on one account be having a lot of success, just because sneakers is like, oh, they manual bet, you know, they can really check like that. It's crazy. So yeah, that's kind of the next step you're gonna have to do. And one other thing, I didn't have it popped up, but I'm gonna get it popped up right now. So if you're gonna need different payment methods, now obviously if you don't have family members with different credit cards, if they have different credit cards, then you're set, and you would just add a different credit card to each account. Now what someone told me is that you can use one card for up to 3 accounts, one credit card for up to 3 different sneakers accounts, and I think that is true. So you can use one for up to 3 different accounts. So shout out to whoever gave me that advice, because I think that's been tested, and you know, that's what they say, you know, and they've been having success in my comment section. They've been telling me that. But if you want to be 100% safe, you can make a different payment method for each account by using Revolut, and they will basically let you connect your account and make a bunch of different virtual cards that you can use for sneakers. So that's really cool. So shout out Revolut. But if you just have you know, family members have different cards, you can just use that and set one up for each account, you know, differently if you just want to be 100% safe, or just use, you know, a credit card for one for every 3 accounts, as someone said. And yeah, basically when you would be setting it up on Revolut, you would basically just set up like each card, you could just load it with like 142, because since the drop is 130 and then plus like shipping and tax, it'd be like 142. So that's what you would just load each card with, and Revolut just kind of works like that. So yeah, that's like the next step you really need. Very important one, just kind of, you know, the different payment method. But that's not everything, because, you know, there is more steps to actually copping, because if you're just running on one device, you won't need a VPN or proxy. But if you are running on more than one device, then you're going to need a VPN or a proxy. And now for a VPN, basically, if you want to set up a VPN for your phone, basically what it does, and same thing as what that a proxy does, it basically just protects your privacy from, you know, just like just Nike being able to track your IP. Because if you are running on like 4 accounts on 4 devices under the same home, like Wi-Fi and IP, you have to get proxies and like a VPN for some of those accounts, or else they're going to be able to track that you're running on multiple accounts and they'll ban your IP. So what you want to do is basically just get your hands on some proxies. It's my recommendation, because proxies are a lot faster. And one place you guys can get proxies is my boy Secret Sauce. Shout out these guys. They actually have, I'll pull up their Twitter right now, but their proxy Twitter, I'm in their actual Discord for it too. But basically these are very fast proxies, and like I'll show the little Discord right here. And once you get into it, you know, this is a little like proxy Discord right here. They, you know, shout out them for letting me in it. But basically they give tips on actually how to use the proxies for certain websites. And once you'd buy their proxies, you'd actually would get in to this Discord, and it's basically like a whole Discord that gives you advice on how to use proxies correctly for, you know, best for like sneakers drops and different things like that. And you just would have to be really patient, you know, obviously be patient. I'm not saying like super patient, but be patient with these guys. You know, be kind when you're asking them for advice on how to use their proxies with Secret Sauce and all that, because they give really good advice. So yeah, shout out Sauce Proxies. This is really the best proxies I recommend, you know, that you can use for they're just resident data center proxies that you can use for sneakers and different things like that, Supreme, whatever. And they're really great, and a lot of people will be, you know, having success with them. So that's pretty dope, and you can see just different people using them. And yeah, it's kind of like all right here. And yeah, don't forget about the sneakers drop for these coming up soon. Just want to kind of point that out for some people, you know. But yeah, aside from all that, I want to also give a huge shout out to my boys Secret Sauce. Aside from their proxies, I want to give a shout out to them, because these guys can actually help you cop a drop like this one. And how did they help you cop a drop like this one? They are a $60 monthly fee, don't forget that. And it is worth it, and I'll explain why. And they provide all this info that they say, and they really can help you out with learning how to cop and stuff like that. Because once you get into the Discord, if you're looking to cop a certain drop, you could ask advice for certain things like that, and they would give one advice and kind of teach you all how to cop, and, you know, different things like that. They can show you how to bot. You would just have to be patient once you get in. And you know, just like if there's a drop that you want a couple days before, they also run slots for the drop, as they say. And basically what you would do is basically you would just be like, all right, like let's say there's a drop coming up, and you'd be like, all right, let's hope they're running some slots for them. And basically if there's something, it could be anything, you know. You even see the Crocs, they was cooking the Justin Bieber Crocs like crazy, different things, you know. And like scroll down to see if, you know, people be getting different things. Like look, they got the Atlas Dunks, someone got those off a raffle they mentioned. So, you know, they'd be pointing out all the ways you can cop different sneakers. But basically how you would be able to cop a certain drop is literally, let's say there was like a certain drop coming up you want, you would basically just ask them, and then they would drop a form in their Discord. In that form you would then just fill out with your information, and it's perfectly safe. I did it for the Yeezy Carbons, and I was able to resell those, and they copped them for me with the Azarus, different things like that. They've got me tons of stuff, so shout out that. And they can basically then use that form, and they put it into their bots, and then yeah, they check out for you like that, and that's pretty cool. So shout out them. They can really cook different releases like that for you. They got that and the proxies, and they really, you know, can help you start cooking. So shout out Secret Sauce. And that's really my best methods on how you will be able to cook the Air Force One Skeleton Orange Sense. This one is going to be limited just on sneakers, and that's kind of really all my ways to it. I'll end the screen recording right here, but I'd say you guys will be able to cop this one. It's kind of harder, but you know, some money behind it still. And don't sleep. I mean, if you want to sleep, don't though. Let's roll that outro. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you want more content like this, feel free to just go ahead and subscribe below, and also drop a like. I'll be bringing more how-to cops, of course. And you know, this video is probably up at like 3:30. You know, I've been trying to get videos out by then every day. Just be consistent, you know, filming earlier in the day, because I have homework and stuff to do. You know, your boy's been trying to work on a lot of college transfer stuff and different things like that. But yeah, that's how you'll be able to cop the Halloween ones. You know, this is really the Halloween shoe for this year. So don't forget, also follow my Instagrams down below. I'd appreciate all that. You know, I already said subscribe and like, so I'm not going to say that again, but go check out those IGs. And if you also want to, go check out my Discord. It's all right down there by like the Secret Sauce stuff and all them. You know, if you want to go check out them, they can really show you how to cop and different things like that. But hopefully you've been watching your boys how to cops, because that's really the best advice I've been having to cook on releases, and it's been working for me. So keep doing, you know, just keep working hard and you guys got it. But that's everything I gotta say. So I'm T, thank y'all for watching, and get to copping, don't sleep. Peace.
Stack that bitch up, mate.